What's up, guys? Today on All Sports Center, we're going to be going over a college football game preview. This one's going to be over number 2, Alabama and South Carolina. Obviously, both of these teams have gotten off to interesting starts. South Carolina lost to North Carolina in week 1. They're 1-1. Alabama is 2-0 coming into this week. So, but yeah, with it being a road game here, it could make for an interesting game. It's going to be on Saturday, September 14th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Alabama is currently favored 25.5 on the spread. And they're also favored in the FPI, 86%. Vegas is saying in a blowout as well, 41-20. So all three are kind of agreeing that Alabama is going to win by a wide margin, of course. But I think it'll be much closer than what the spread is thinking. I think that I think South Carolina could stick around in this one. And we'll be going over why in just a little bit here. But here's your stat comparison for this game through week number 3. Alabama is 8th in total offense, 28th in rushing, 15th in passing, 29th in total defense, 39th in rushing, and then 20th in passing. Last week they played New Mexico State, beat them 62-10. So really was never really close in that game. Same for Charleston and South Carolina. South Carolina beat Charleston last week 72-10. So they really racked up a lot of points in that one. But yeah, they were ranked 17th in total offense, 6th in rushing, and 78th in passing, 75th in total defense, 84th in rushing, and 71st in passing. And so with that being said, I mean, Alabama is better statistically, even though South Carolina has the best ranking in one of their categories, which is rushing game. But then again, I mean, Alabama is a 39th ranked rushing defense, so that's going to be tough for them to budge through. But yeah, once again, Alabama's 2-0. South Carolina is 1-1 coming into this game. But then again, South Carolina is at home in this one. You do have to consider that they will have a full home field advantage here in this game. But yeah, South Carolina absolutely is a brutal 2019 schedule. They've got Clemson later on. I think you got to play Alabama. Several very tough opponents for South Carolina. And so, I mean, you can take all the wins that you can take that you need them. I mean, especially if you're going to want to make it to a bowl game this season. You got to win some of these tougher games. That is for sure. Alabama's off to a great start, blowing out Duke in week 1, and last week against New Mexico State. Upset possibilities, though. Once again, I've said this before, it is possible with South Carolina being at home. But then again, Alabama is just too dominant of a team. And I think it's going to be, in the end, a little bit too tough for South Carolina to pull off an upset here, especially since they weren't able to beat North Carolina in week 1. How would Alabama win this one? Get up early. Don't let South Carolina hang around with you. But with South Carolina, I mean, you got to use their rushing game and possibly break through Alabama's tough rushing defense. I mean, if you can do that, I mean, you got a chance. But the thing is, though, South Carolina's passing game is not as good as their rushing game, it seems like right now. And so, I mean, you got to just kind of see what works and just keep sticking to that. But yeah, with that being said, I think Alabama's going to win this one by 20. Once again, it will be closer than what people are thinking, especially in the first half. 17-14 is going to be your halftime score. Alabama's going to get a field goal just before the halftime begins. And so that's what's going to give them that partial lead going into the half. We have 41-21 is going to be your final score. Alabama kind of explodes in the second half, kind of similar to that Clemson game that's also going on this week. I previewed that as well just before this one. But yeah, Alabama's going to win this one 41-21 in the end. It's going to be a little bit closer. But I think Alabama pulls away there in the end. That's what kind of happens in most games like these. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts are on this game in the comments below. If you think South Carolina can pull off an upset, by all means, let me know why. Let me know your guys' thoughts, though, how South Carolina could pull off an upset here. We're going over college football previews right now over week 3. We got a couple more, and then we're going to be starting to go over some NFL week 2. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Subscribe if you'd like to. I highly encourage it so you can stay up to date with my previews and some analysis that I'll be going over with these games. But yeah, it is all very appreciated. Thank you guys all for watching, and stay tuned for more from All Sports Central.